Good evening, it's meteorologist Michael Fecka. Welcome back to the 9 p.m. all-weather, all-streaming show we do here every night during the workdays and on weekends. We stream it out to all of our streaming platforms, including Facebook and YouTube. So if you're joining from either place, please feel free to leave us a question or a comment. Hopefully I'll be able to get them all as I go through the forecast, but if not, I'll go through at the very end and see if I can answer anything individually for you. But let's get started here with a look at what we're tracking, very similar to what we were showing earlier on at the 2:30 stream show. A few showers or even an isolated thunderstorm are still possible here through the rest of this night, although I do think now that the sunlight has set and we're not seeing much in the way of heat anymore, a lot of that is just going to be some light shower activity, some of which may linger into Saturday for some isolated spots, especially across western Kentucky. But I think largely most of us will stay dry throughout the rest of this weekend, and then temperatures continue to climb up into the 80s by Sunday. Will likely stay in the 80s through much of next week. Unfortunately, it's going to be accompanied by a fairly stormy weather pattern there. We'll have multiple systems moving through that'll bring us almost daily chances for showers and storms, but it's not like we're expecting rain all day of every day next week. Just at some point during each day or night, we could see a wave of showers or even a few thunderstorms. So let's get into the details about what's going on out there right now. We've got this cold front that's draping southward across the tri-state. It's eventually going to stall out just to our south of western Kentucky there overnight tonight and into tomorrow. So that's going to help guide in some additional showers here over the next few hours. You could see very, very spotty. For the most part, we have all pretty much dried out across the area. We've got a lone shower there in Henderson. We've got a few light spotty showers there in southern Warwick and southwestern Spencer County, and then we've got a few more that are kind of fizzling out over Posey County. So not expecting much in the way of any more shower activity overnight tonight. We may see again a stray shower over western Kentucky into the overnight hours and early tomorrow morning, but at large most of us stay dry. And looking at that thunderstorm risk, we've even been pulled out of that general thunderstorm risk. So we were never expecting severe weather. We're not expecting severe weather here through this weekend, but just more in the way of some shower activity. But looking at the current temperatures, remember earlier today we topped out in the upper 70s, many spots even in the lower 80s. But as that front moved through and some of those showers cooled us down, we now sit mostly in the low to mid 60s, even a few upper 50s across southern Illinois. 58 in Fairfield, 59 in Mount Carmel. The warm spots, though, still to our south. 66 in Dundee, sitting at around 65 in Madisonville. We'll drop down into the low to mid 50s overnight tonight with partly to mostly cloudy skies. It looks like some of that cloud cover will linger even through Saturday, but again, we'll mostly be dry. We'll still have a good amount of sunshine throughout the day. We do have that front that is going to lift back to the north by late Saturday afternoon and into early Saturday evening. As it lifts northward, that's where we could catch another stray shower. So let me show you what that looks like here on the models. You can see very, very spotty at this point. Nothing really organized, nothing widespread. So most of us will remain dry here through the weekend. And then even headed into Sunday, we'll start off with sunny skies. We'll see a gradual increase in that cloud cover through the afternoon and evening hours. It's all out ahead of our next wave of showers and even a few storms that don't arrive until early Monday morning. Now, some of them may start getting going overnight Sunday, but I think at least here in the tri-state, most of that will be reserved for Monday morning and into Monday afternoon. So taking a look at the severe weather threats tomorrow and into Sunday, we are not outlooked for any severe weather here, hardly even outlooked for any thunderstorms. We're just looking at a couple of those spotty showers. But taking a look at the mowing forecast, we know a lot of folks are definitely getting out and getting some head starts on their yard work. So if you're going to be out there mowing, I'd say you're good to go here at least Saturday and Sunday. Obviously today is over, so not really good to mow right now. And then headed into Monday, it'll be rainy more so in the morning. We'll be drier through the afternoon, but everything will be kind of wet. So not the best mowing conditions. But with that rainfall coming in on Monday, that will help tamper down a lot of the pollen that's out there in the air right now. Pollen levels are very, very high, and they're going to stay high through the weekend. Even with the few showers we got earlier today, that maybe helped brush some of that off, especially on our cars. But, you know, with it being mostly dry this weekend and breezy, that is going to kick those pollen levels right back up through the weekend. So not much relief until Monday when we get more of that widespread chance for some showers. And even showers and storms will remain possible each and every day next week, but you can see lowest on Tuesday. Most of us will probably stay dry there. And then as a couple more fronts begin to move in from the west, Wednesday and Thursday, we may see better chances for those showers and storms. Now, with all this rain in the forecast, we definitely need it. It has been a fairly dry start to the month of April, and it's been fairly dry to round out the month of March as well. So we have seen drought conditions kind of been observed across portions of the tri-state. In areas like western Kentucky, that's where the worst of it is. Severe drought across portions of Hopkins, Muhlenberg, and Ohio County. Moderate drought conditions there in southern Illinois. Abnormally dry everywhere else across the tri-state. Unfortunately, even though we are looking at multiple chances for showers and storms, it doesn't add up to enough. We're only looking at maybe 3/4 of an inch, or 1/4 of an inch, up to 3/4 of an inch of rainfall here over the next 7 days. So it doesn't really lead me to believe that'll be any kind of drought-busting rainfall there. So unfortunately, I don't really think that's going to budge anytime soon. But taking a look at the longer range models here, just to get a better outlook headed into next week, there's those spotty shower chances there into Monday. Most of us stay dry on Tuesday with that front being well off to our north. It's not until we get into Wednesday afternoon, as that frontal boundary kind of pushes in from the west and into our north, we could get another spotty shower or thunderstorm there Wednesday afternoon. But I think the better chances arrive headed into Thursday as that front actually crosses through the tri-state, and that'll kick up some more showers there throughout the day on Thursday, possibly even seeing more showers and storms by the time we get into next weekend. But of course, we're looking at a well in the week in advance, so a lot can change there, but it is going to be fairly unsettled. So it's not going to be raining every second of every day, but each day will have its chance. So let me take that 7-day full screen and I'll walk you through it here just to wrap it up in a little bow. That front still off to our south through Saturday, so some clouds out there for the first half of the weekend. As that front lifts northward, we still could catch a stray shower primarily over western Kentucky, but I think most of us are going to stay dry here through Sunday. Temperatures climb up from the 70s tomorrow and into the 80s by Sunday, and then temperatures remain in the low to mid 80s, possibly even topping out in the upper 80s by Tuesday. 87 degrees there, and with those showers and storms pushing through for the middle and end of next week, temperatures kind of drop back down into the low to mid 80s, but still very warm for this time of year. And in terms of any severe weather threats, at this point in time, we're not outlooked for any severe weather. I think the best chance, if we do see any severe storms, would probably be Wednesday or Thursday. But still, it looks like the best odds of that is still off to our west and to our north. So obviously things can wobble and move around between now and then, which is what we'll be watching closely for over the next couple of days. But as of right now, nothing too menacing here in the tri-state. So hopefully we don't see anything blow up into something major next week, but we'll keep an eye on it. Checking out some of the comments. Suzanne says, good evening to you. William with a rainfall report, finally got a rainfall report of 0.2 inches. A little rain, but need more. The plants don't like the city water because of the chemicals. Yes, you're right, and thank you for that report. Zach says good evening, and so does Cheyenne. Good evening to all of you as well. That is all the comments that I'm seeing. So I'm going to hop off the live stream, and I'll send you guys over to 14 News at 10 for all the latest news and weather headlines. Until then, everybody, stay safe and have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow afternoon.